not just left us hanging. They definitely is on board with us, and we'd like to say thank you to them again.
At First National Bank, we believe being first means putting you first. Your first home? We've got the mortgage. Starting your first business? Count on our commercial loans. Dreaming of your first car? Drive it home today. Heading to college? Let's fund that first big step with a student loan. No matter the milestone, make First National Bank your first choice for all your loan needs. First in service, first in trust, first for you. Call us at 455-7000 or visit your nearest First National Bank branch today so we can help put you first. First National Bank, here for you.
Wonderful. Now, welcome back to the viewers and listeners. Yes, viewers, because we are live on our, like I said, our visuals are on Facebook and also on YouTube. So if you'd like, you can go on over. When you get on over there, you could share up the live for us as well. This is where we say welcome to our guest for today, Toyla.
Hi, Mareen.
How are you, darling? Good. You look well.
Thank you. I try to keep up with you.
You tried it, hey girl. Let me tell you something. I understand it. It's hard for you because trust me, the little old age started to kick in. I don't know why I always say that. I like to throw people off, but nonetheless, Toyla, we are honored to have you. You are going to be our wrap up on our actual show for the season. And, I think we posted you about 50 times already saying you're coming.
I think so. And every time we did it, I got heart palpitations. Because I'm like,
not today. Poor job you. But it's a good thing. Your heart can take it because somebody else probably would have popped them already. But nonetheless, thank you for the patience with us as well. And thank you for being our final feature on this show. Now, we normally take a look at where this all started. Now, I figure I know because I figure I've been around mom long enough. So I figure I know.
Before me. So
yeah, I know. I figure I know but I don't want to figure it out. I want it from your own very standpoint. Growing up, what was growing up like? What are some of the principles that you believe in your household that grounded you and has contributed to the individual that you're becoming?
Yes, so thank you, Mareen. I think, as you've mentioned, I've been around. Most persons know me as being the sister to the designer, or the daughter to, such a vibrant personality.
That's right.
Who, of course, is in the cuisine sector.
Nice.
And I wouldn't say I've grown up in the shadow, but I've grown up as a support, and that has always been I think that has always been my passion, helping people see through their business or organization development ideas. Nice. So that's what brings me here. And it started, of course, with the discipline at home. My mother is a very straight person, and so therefore, in as much as she's a very vibrant person, she's also very straightforward, right? And so that has really been what has propelled my career, what has allowed me to work in the development space, both within the public sector and the private sector. And it's why I have at this point shaped and started my own business, which is in facilitating small businesses as well as small organizations steering their ship and getting from point A to point B. It's especially important to me because a lot of persons get the impression that, you grew up with a silver spoon and they really don't know your backstory and what you come from. And again, just based on that, I come from a background where a person started with nothing. Yeah. You're talking about challenges within very recent generations of like illiteracy, etc. And how you take those limitations and you still understand and wiggle your way through developing your brand and your business is very important. I think having seen that firsthand is why I want to, of course, present myself in the space as somebody that could help other businesses and other like-minded persons grow their own brands.
Look at this girl. Come on now. No, look, I'm so proud. Listen, I'm going to have a very, very emotional moment here today because seeing this child and now understanding, because your mom, she at the time was doing it out of pure passion.
Yes.
Out of pure passion. And, she loved people, she loved the environment, she loved to cook, and it brought community together, and she was doing it purely from that state of passion, which was great. But as we continue to move along and we're looking at sustainability, there's got to be some striking of some balance in terms of how do you really, it is hard, but how do you combine the heart and the love into industry.
Yeah.
You know, and
here
you are.
And here I am. And I used to wonder for a long time why I got the short end of the stick with regards to talent, because I am the only person in the house
that can't
who
like them, yeah?
You don't have to say it like that, but I mean
we have to say it like that so they understand.
But I was the only person who didn't have that talent. And then my sister has the talent with her hands.
The design, yes.
But then when I really reflected on it, my talent really has been being the backbone in developing a lot of those brands.
Yes.
So,
striking that the professional leg to it.
And it also is me allowing them the full reign to be creatives in their space, whilst also saying, no, I'll handle your bills, I'll handle how you structure those payments, I'll handle how you grow your brand, etc. And I think that that understanding that has been my place within the development of family businesses is why, again, I have positioned TJL Direct, which is my own small boutique company to assist persons. You have a talent, you're looking at blossoming within whatever field that you're in. What I'm here to do is to give you the perspectives from the macro and the micro, looking at your internal policies as well as the larger policies, which is why I'm also excited. In as much as we delayed and we changed dates to be here, I think it is pointed that I come the day after we select a new government with a new policy mandate, and of course that kickstarting the conversation as to what their policies mean for your business or your organization's development.
That is so true. Girl, come on now. Look at this child there. Hey. I'm glad you mentioned when you mentioned, hold on, let me take a word from the partner, because I want, when we come back, I don't want to stop the conversation at all. So guys, give me a few minutes. We grounded, we understand the whole background family wise, but we're coming back and we have to touch on a few things, critical things. We'll be back.
Tired of sky-high bills and a planet on the brink? It's time to go green without burning your pockets. At First National Bank, we are here to make saving the planet affordable. Whether you're installing solar panels, purchasing a water tank, upgrading to an inverter AC, or buying a hybrid vehicle, we've got the green to help you go green. Fast approval, low interest rates, and Mother Nature approved. Your future self will thank you. Visit firstnationalbankonline.com or call 455-7000 for more information to help you turn your green dreams into clean realities. First National Bank, here for you.
Right, so we are back, and for those of you who are just joining us, welcome. This is our final She Speaks for the year 2025, and I got the beautiful, amazing, quite talented, very intelligent, and driven Toyla Lagon. You know this surname, Lagon, so you don't need it.
And you're the only one who pronounced it right on the first go.
Come on, give me a break. Give me a break here now. Lucians are like to crucify me for not getting it. Them Lucians are like to crucify me, the grand Lucian, for not getting it right. You see, I get my props this morning. I have it. Right. You mentioned when you questioned yourself as an individual, in earlier times when you realized that, okay, you didn't capture any of these creative skills. Yeah. What was that moment like before you figured out what your role would have to be? What was that moment like? Because there's a lot of young people stuck in that zone, and some never really transition out of it because they're so hard on themselves in that moment that they never recover from this. So what was that moment like for you? Okay, realizing my mom has that talent, my sister has that talent, this one doing this, and here I am. I don't have no skills. So what really going on here? And you didn't figure out what your role would have been yet. You didn't discover who and what you were meant to be.
Yeah. I think because when you grow up, you get a lot of conversation around, you will find what you're passionate about.
Okay,
and
so
what
that
you're
was
passionate
a constant tone in the house.
It's a constant tone, not just in the house, but in the education system.
Nice.
You get what you're passionate about. And most of the time, the conversation is framed around a certain talent, a certain using of your hands, using of your dance skills or whichever.
Yes.
All of these were programs that I was thrust into from a very early age. I liked them, but they didn't really stick. I know I love to read, and I was always somebody that was really keen on learning new things, just picking up. I don't know if it's there's something to diagnose it for, but if I pick up something, I become obsessive about it, and then I just start to deep dive into it. And the moment when I really started to question it was when right around when you get to that 30 age, and you're like, okay, I have spent my 20s and I've done well for myself, but what's next? I found that I was continuing to serve persons. I would build persons' private brands, build this person's business, build that person's business. But it was never done for the exchange
Not
of
formally.
currency.
Not formally
Yeah,
done.
it was not done for the exchange of currency. It was just out of purely liking it.
Okay, I see
And
them doing the struggle.
realized,
Oh, let me help them do
let
that,
me
and you
help
just
them
step
if
in
they
and you
see
do
this,
it.
or channel them to different public programs that allow them to
Gain what they
to
need.
gain what they
Oh
need.
my.
And so I would have just been doing this for free, and then I realized that but this is a passion in and of itself, and not just that it's a passion. I have a talent for turning these things over and making some reward come from it.
Exactly.
I it's not to boast or to brag, but I don't know many projects that I've been involved with that have not succeeded.
Come on,
You
girl,
know,
come
so
on.
based on that alone, I figured it's time for me to own that is my talent. My talent is using my brain. So from that, I decided to, of course, start up the business and to help as many persons as I could with streamlining their business ideas, making it something that's innovative, something that's competitive, but also sustainable. That word is thrown around a lot, but not many persons understand what it means and how it actually has value to them. And that's really just what I'm doing at this point in time with my business.
Oh my goodness. And the business is how old?
The business is formally registered for 2 years now.
Nice.
Operations officially started this year. Yes.
Right.
Yeah.
Now, did you in any form, because I want to drive that point home. I mean, we get it, and we are grateful for that. But there's so many young people, and I want to get to that point of driving that point home. During that moment, what was going on with you? Was there ever a mental time when you were feeling a little bit burdened down or depressed, or while you were trying to figure this out?
Oh my God, absolutely. I think that's when it comes. It comes when you're at a very low point. A lot of persons are ashamed to say that they hit that point. I was one of those persons who was very reserved about what those thoughts were, because you're often told be careful or mindful of what you speak into the universe, or else it will multiply.
Nice.
So I would always want to speak positivity, but there were some thoughts that just would not drop.
Okay.
And at that point, it was when I really had to self-reflect and sit with myself. I've also done assisted therapy. So whilst I have those conversations with myself and I journal, I think it's also very important that you have a sounding board, that you have somebody that you're able to trust, that is able to allow you to rationalize what it is that you're thinking. Because I try to contain it. I try to say if I don't speak about it and if I don't address it, then it doesn't exist, right? But if I could tell anybody today, any young person today that's trying to move forward, the moment is very important.
Right.
Allow yourself to feel the hurt, allow yourself to feel the shame, and from that, I do think that something will start to bud, and that's when you will realize what your talent is. If you can cook, but you have no passion for cooking, don't force it. It will come by when the time is right, and you'll figure out what it is that you really love to do.
Wow. Oh my God. No, girl. I am so Auntie. Hey, Toyla Lagon. What? Look at this child sitting before me. This is brilliant.
Yeah.
So what are things running through you now that you've found your space? What is the projection for where you would like to see this?
Now that I've found it, it is again to hit the ground running. Earlier in the year, it was a bit challenging. We had some family health issues that we had to deal with, but now that has been settled, it really is to again engage the community, get young persons to start thinking. And I think that I'm happy that you raised it, because it's the two-prong approach of my business. In as much as I'm helping organizations with their development, and again, usually it's one or two persons that's really driving the business and they don't have the bigger picture. I also have an arm where I'm bringing persons from outside into the bigger conversation. So for instance, one of my passions, which is again aligned to the decision that Sinusha just made for government. What are developments that are going to happen in the creative space? Because again, you find out a lot of young talents and a lot of persons starting businesses are in the creative space. So as opposed to just having support to my dedicated clients, I'm also hoping to use social media and all of those platforms to have broader conversations as to what are we looking for? How can you create lobbying groups to ensure that, you know, your needs are being met in the space that you are working on?
And
the conversations are not stopping. So if I could do one thing, moving from this year into the next, is to ensure that the conversation is broad, it's being had, and everybody's included.
I love this. Yeah. Girl, going up for politics next time. Next 2 years we see you in the platform, man. Because this is the kind of things, you know what I'm saying? I mean, it might be a few little years away, but certainly. I like where your headspace is at. We need more of those sort of critical thinking minds, you know, and who goes past just the thinking as well, and is able, not willing, but is able. Because there might be people willing, not everybody is cut out to do it, who is able to be able to transition from the mind space into actual working format. And you that, like you said, it is your talent. You know, now let's segue a little bit, because we understand it. Now, if you want to put in any plug there for your business, you can actually do that, right? How can who should contact you? Why, when it is necessary to reach out to you? We could get that out of the way.
Yes. Well, I could certainly say again, as I said, we're moving full speed ahead, and so what I'm doing a holiday special where I'm offering business boost gift certificates. These are not officially launched yet, but if you are following my social media platforms, it's TJL Direct. So it's my initials, the letters TJL Direct. On all social media platforms, you could follow me there for more updates. But what I am gifting, I think that we tend to look at the hard material gifts, right? A lot. But there are people who do appreciate sentimental gifts. You have a friend who's looking to start a company, but he or she doesn't know where to begin. I'm offering gift certificates that you could purchase, and again, it will give them the foundation to work with me, where we look at their business idea or where they are in their startup, what gaps and opportunities exist, and how they could build from that. And I think that that's a beautiful gift.
Beautiful. That's innovative. That's quite innovative.
That's my line of business.
So exactly. Oh, you just sold yourself.
That's my line of business. So, so we will be pushing those out. So please look out for it and follow me on socials. You could also follow me on my official page, which is Toyla Lagon. But I do prefer that you give the business the boost that it needs. So you could follow me on those platforms.
Oh my God! Now let's segue back down right now, because we have listen. We have a bright one around. We say we got to milk it for what it's worth. Let's talk about young people, the environment, because you seem to pay a lot of attention, not just to what you're about, but you seem to be very grounded, very in tune with the environment and young people and where we're heading. What is your opinion? What is your thoughts on where we are right now, our future, our young people, and how it is that the approach is being had where young people is concerned?
I think most persons would know that I have spent quite a bit of my professional life in the public sector. I had the opportunity of working with the Ministry of Education. And this is also a plug-in for one of their programs, which is the OECS SKIP, the Skills and Innovation Project. And I just want to, commend the teachers. I think it starts there. I think they're underestimated with regards to the amount of work it is that they do, not just giving persons the academic skill set, but also life skills. That is underappreciated and undermined. But I see a tone or a shift whereby persons are really invested in making for themselves. We used to have quite a bit of conversation around the unemployment rate, and we've seen a shift in the needle of that, and that's because persons are not necessarily waiting for employment, but starting their own, which is extremely difficult, if I might say so myself. I work a 9 to 5, and even starting a business, I'm like, why am I doing this? But you could see that there is so much merit with regards to doing for yourself, taking ownership, and there's a lot of room to learn. So I am hopeful for our youth. I think that they have tools that was not there before. I grew up in a time where we really are in the center of the age where there was no digital access and no digital literacy to now is very fast paced. So I see the youth using those tools. I wish they would use it a little sharper. And I think that that's where I would come in to assist. But I think that the world is their oyster. They have a lot going for them, and if they do stay on track, they will benefit. There are a lot of education programs, even as far as the government taking the step to pay for certain CXCs so that they have that access. The building of the TVET program, so there's an option outside of the academic field. I think that that's something that they could tap into, and I see more of them doing it. I think what doesn't get mentioned a lot more, which needs, of course, a plug-in, is that there are adult learners. There are persons who have failed in their earlier years. Your mindset is not there. Like I said, sometimes you really have to go to that low place before you start to think through what is next. And you find that there are a lot of persons in their later 20s, early 30s also taking up those programs because they want to make a better life for themselves.
But the platform is available.
And the platforms are available. They just need to know about it. And again, it just needs to be put out there, and I hope to do my part, of course, to share that.
You are already doing such, innit? Absolutely. Wow, she is amazing, guys. I mean, I just want to have her sitting there for the whole day. I like that. It's like a bonus Christmas gift, to all our listeners at this point in time. Young people needed to hear this kind of conversation this morning, especially those that may be at a junction where they're not understanding because they're surrounded, like you said, the digital world is a lot happening there in that space, and they can get confused sometimes, especially if they're not really aligned into what their purpose is as yet. And I mean, I'm glad that you were sharing that you had that moment, and having that moment, it's not a death sentence. You got to understand what you do within that moment, because it's not a time to give up. It's not a time to put down the handle or throw up the shoes and hang up the gun, because
it may be a time to pause, but definitely not to give
stop,
up.
Not to give up at all. Certainly. So I'm glad you were able to share. That was one of the biggest take home for me, and how you were able to transition, because you were in a household, in an environment where you were surrounded by talented people. Creative, highly competitive people, and there you were. Battling with yourself, your own little self, and your own little say, what it is, what's wrong with me? You get me? Until you found you.
Yes.
And everybody has got a you. You just have to give yourself grace and allow yourself to find a you. And look at
stop
you.
trying to be what other people want you to be, because that again makes it a lot harder when you try to fit the mold of other persons.
And I think that works well, not to cut you across, but if I may say so myself, I think that was one of the defining moments for the actual PM now.
Yes.
When he stopped, he just stepped into whatever you wanted me to. You all wanted me. This is me, and I'm owning this, and this is Philip, and this is who I am. And now persons are connected to him and his character, and it's beautiful. I like
because
this.
people are drawn to authenticity, whether they agree with you or not, whether they like you or not, they appreciate the authentic. People can smell when something is fake. So if you're going to be, for lack of better words, if you know your personality is the B word, just be that.
Be it. Own it. Own it, man.
Exactly. There's no need to pretend being nice. It's not going to get you anywhere that you think it would.
Right. Absolutely. Wonderful. So you see, guys, there is room for everything. I'm going to give you the final few minutes, to throw out some gems again. You throw out so much already, but I'm sure there's a lot more where that come from. So I'm sure, our listeners, our viewers, I mean, there might be something you want to share that you figure is going to, assist them, but not to take away from the business side. Still go and check her, because we ain't giving all the tea here.
Please go and check her.
We ain't giving all the tea here, but certainly as a young woman, she's got quite a lot happening up there, and I think it's important for us to tap into that as well. I mean, why not?
I think the only gem, is it a gem, but it's just social commentary.
Some tea.
Is that it really is that St. Lucia made a decision yesterday, and there are mixed emotions from what I could gather. There are a lot of persons that are enthusiastic, and there are a lot of persons that are also concerned. What I want to say is that you did your democratic part, and the voice of the opposition in as much as you feel othered right now, it is important because you're saying that there's still a difference. There's still something that we need to address,
for accountability
right?
as well.
Accountability.
Yeah.
So
What
I
we need
think
is-
that person should know that once you've made that decision, today is not the end. Well, yesterday was not the end, but today is actually the beginning of the next 5 years. So
Absolutely.
continue to have the conversations. I say be respectful because
Yes.
nobody's going to hear through the filter of disrespect. Be respectful whilst you sharing your concerns. And again, if you really want St. Lucia to be good, don't wish bad on us.
I know. I
Please.
don't understand that concept, though.
Please
I don't
don't.
understand
Just
it.
continue to
Yeah.
engage us in healthy conversation.
Absolutely.
And I hope to again have a platform that could allow you to have that conversation around policies that really matter. Policies that matter for your business development, for your organizational development, etc.
You as a human
Yes.
and your country. I love her chat. Look at Evelyn, I'm so proud. Well done. Well done.
Thank you,
Well
Mareen.
done. All the best.
Always
love.
a pleasure.
Always. Oh my God. Listen, I am so proud of her. Well done,
Thank
Tyler.
you.
Well done.
Thank you.
I look forward to what's to come. I hope Auntie
All
around
right.
long enough to be able to see all that is unfolding right there. But it's off to a great start.
Yes.
And I like where your headspace is at. And I like the fact that you're not just using it for yourself, because you could have done that.
Yeah.
You could have had that and say, okay, let's
I
just
could
go
have,
to
but
this and to that.
like I said, my talent is not cooking, but it is
is
helping
helping
people
people.
get from
Right.
point A to point B.
And you're
And
owning
that's what
it.
I'm here to do.
That's right.
I'm here to do it in a private capacity, and I'm also here to do it in the capacity whereby the general public who can't pay for those tailored skills can benefit from some ounce of knowledge.
I love it.
So yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I love her.
Yeah.
Girl, you gone off and have an awesome holiday season, and we look
Yes.
forward to what's to come, because we know it's going to be good. You
Yes,
know?
yes.
Bye-bye, sweetheart.
All right. Thank you.
Oh my God. Listen, man. I am proud of Toyla. Auntie Evelyn. Jeez. Absolutely. So, guys, that's it for us. That's our show. That's the final one for the year. Again, another wonderful, successful year. And we could not have done it without you, the participants, those who willingly said, okay, don't worry, come on, pry into our business, not even knowing where we're gonna go, if we're gonna ask them their personal stuff. They just said, all right, let's do it. To those of you who said yes, to our partner, of course, the First National Bank, you won't even begin to realize how important what you're doing. It's bigger than RCI, it's bigger than me, it's bigger than She Speaks. The fact that you've decided to support us on this the journey, seeing the vision, but going beyond the lip service and supporting and ensuring that we have a platform created where we can highlight wonderful persons like Tyler here is so vital. So we're looking forward to next year, and we hopefully, when that letter come across your desk again, it's going to be a shoot and go, and we go, well, maybe we look for a little extra one, but we're all right with our First National Bank. But if you want to come on board in the new year, then feel free, give us a link and let us know as well. We'll be more than happy to have more people buy into this. But thank you again to our First National Bank family members. You're so appreciated. Right, let me tell you what else. I had a 19 there looking for it. I don't see where it got. But anyways, I did. I played it. I played the 19. Okay, I played the 19. So that's our time, guys. Until next year, when the new season is opened again, thank you very much. The viewers, those of you who comment, those who share the lives, you guys are amazing as well. Thank you very much. Those who are inspired, one way or another, by any member of our guest panel of guests for the year, you are also appreciated, and you make this what it is. So enjoy, and that's it from the She Speaks desk. Until next year, it's a wrap. Oh God, I get a break on Tuesday. That is all I see in there. I'm just joking, guys. I'll be back.
At First National Bank, we believe being first means putting you first. Your first home, we've got the mortgage. Starting your first business, count on our commercial loans. Dreaming of your first car? Drive it home today. Heading to college? Let's fund that first big step with a student loan. No matter the milestone, make First National Bank your first choice for all your loan needs. First in service, first in trust, first for you. Call us at 455-7000 or visit your nearest First National Bank branch today so we can help put you first. First National Bank, here for you.
Established in 1961 and still going strong.
Like, really? No. Shut up.